All right, welcome. We're really happy to have you here today, and I'm very excited to introduce to you from the locker room our host. His name is Mike Listell, and he's our Emerald Ambassador, and we're really, really thankful to have him as our coach. Go ahead, Coach Mike. Oh, you'll need to unmute. Sorry, I muted everyone.
Good.
There we go.
Hey guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to our game 12 of the locker room. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to be, we've got 4 awesome guests tonight. We had 1 late cancellation, but we have a new special MVP guest tonight that's going to be joining us. I want to ask everybody a question. Will today be day 1, or will today be 1 day? Just think about that. This blessing came into my life and it changed my life. Let's own your future. Let's have no regrets. With the right mindset, the right tools, anything is possible. Tonight, we're going to be sharing and talking about the tools. I'd first like to introduce my Notre Dame Hound brother. We played hockey together. We started playing hockey together when we were 14 years old. I'd like to introduce my brother, Dave Waddell. Talk about our game plan tonight, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Just an honor to be able to speak to you guys and step up here and share a bit of information about Plexus. We're going to cover a bit about the Plexus company, as well as our amazing natural supplements. And as you listen, think of how this information could help you or your loved ones. You have 3 ways to enjoy our products: as a customer or preferred customer, or even as an ambassador eligible for wholesale pricing. You get 20 to 40% off. Right now, this is a sale throughout North America for $9.95 until May 31st, which is usually $53.95 in Canada and $39.95 in the States. So remember, as you listen, the choice is yours. Back to you.
Go ahead, Doreen. Tell everybody how to get the free gifts sent out to them.
Absolutely. And what we might mean by everyone is if you've never received a gift before from Plexus, we want to make sure we get that gift out to you. So if it's your first time ever and you've never received a gift, please type into the chat pod your first and last name, your address, your postal code, zip code, and of course the ambassador that invited you here, and we'll ensure to get that mailed out to you. Thanks. Back to you, Coach Mike.
It was, I think it was on Monday, we ended up getting this amazing email. And Plexus just keeps on blowing everybody away. And a spring sale popped up. And I'm going to put this in Canadian terms and Canadian pricing. The triplex, now I've been involved now for 9 months with Plexus. The triplex coming in Western Canada now, for the first time, new ambassadors, $139 all in, taxes, shipping, and your new ambassador wholesale enrollment. And the Renew You Essentials program that you're going to hear talked about tonight by a couple of our guests. And that's the program probably 80 to 90% of the guys in our team, okay, have used and are still using. That's a program that I still use. I lost 57 pounds using that Renew You program. That, when I started way back when in July using the products, I paid $323 for that and thought it was an unbelievable deal at about $11 a day because there's 2 meal replacement shakes there. Right now, Western Canada, all in. This price here is off the charts. $245, Brian, right? Yesterday, $245, which is unbelievable. Okay, so the time is now. We talked about this day 1 or 1 day. Okay, the pricing is unbelievable. It's absolutely amazing, the spring sale. Dave, we're going to head back to my old teammate, Dave Waddell. Dave, let's share the X's and O's of Plexus.
Hey, thank you, Coach. We work with medical advisory boards on all of our product information, and it's based on scientific facts and evidence. We also offer a 60-day money-back guarantee for all customers, and that's how confident Plexus is in these amazing natural supplements. Our products are focused on gut health, nutrition, weight management, along with body and brain energy. Back to you guys.
Do Doreen, are you going to spice things up here with a little bit of jump?
It's my job. Absolutely. So here we go.
Might as well jump, jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead, jump, jump. Go ahead.
All right, back to you, Coach.
We're going to head all the way to Regina, Saskatchewan for this next amazing story. And I'd like to introduce everybody to fellow ambassador Garth Denauer. Garth, share your Plexus health journey. Go ahead, Garth. Is Garth up there?
Unmute yourself, Garth. Gotta unmute yourself.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, now you got her. There you go, buddy.
Okay. All right, guys. Good evening. My health journey, it's taken a few ups and downs here for sure. When I was younger growing up, I played lots of sports, hockey, baseball, and everything overlapped. I was busy. In spite of all of that, I started gaining weight when I was 10 or 11 years old. And needless to say, it made playing sports a little more difficult. By the age of 25, I had to quit sports altogether. I just could no longer compete, and it was just too hard on my body. As I continued to get older, the weight continued to increase, the health continued to decrease, and it was just a mess, actually. And I started taking a bunch of medications for cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, aches and pains every day, hard to get out of bed. And so then my health was really bad. And in 2012, I suffered from gout for about 30 years. And in 2012, I had a major gout attack that put me in hospital for almost a month till they got it figured out and the best form of treatment. And during that time, I was up to 425 in weight, and it was suggested to me about the bariatric surgery. So I said, yeah, I'll do whatever. And it was like a 5-minute discussion, kind of forgot about it. 2014, I got my phone call telling me to, if I wanted to continue this journey for the bariatric surgery. I said, well, of course, yeah. So I did that, and geez, it saved my life. There's no question about that. The meds, I got rid of all my medications. The weight started to drop rapidly, and things are going good. Then the weight plateaued. I knew I had more to lose, but everything kind of just stopped, and it was kind of getting frustrating. And through that, the weight started to increase again. And then next thing you know, I was on a medication, and then I was having some stomach issues, lots of vomiting daily for a couple of years. And so then I had my gallbladder removed. That didn't really fix a whole bunch. Again, and then I was on medications for that again. My sugars started to increase. I was worried my diabetes would come back, and cholesterol, and it was an everyday battle for me. Very frustrating, because I had a good tool to use with the surgery, but things weren't working. Then my brother, he just texted me one day and said, hey, I'm starting this new thing here, and it's called Plexus. And he said, the pink drink. And needless to say, I had a chuckle and a laugh, and he explained it to me, and I said, well, I'll tell you what, do it for a couple of weeks or whatever it's going to take. Let me see what it's like. And some of his friends who I also knew, I coached in hockey, actually, were also doing it. I said, well, let me see some of the results from you and them, and then we'll see. And a couple, 3 weeks went by, and I started seeing results from my brother and others that I knew were on it. And I jumped in. I jumped in full force with the Renew You. I figured if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it well. and I got started. And honestly, within 2 days, I was sleeping better, no more vomiting, and I was doing that 5, 6 days a week for 2, 3 years. And all of a sudden, it just stopped. Sleeping better, falling asleep way quicker, energy through the roof. Um, just things were really changing, and this was all within the first week. Lost 10.5 pounds my first week, and the active, and all of those things were doing such a great job, and giving me that energy. I just wanted to keep going. You look forward to every day because the energy was there, and the weight loss was again starting, which had plateaued from my surgery. So anyway, so I just kept hammering away at it, and I thought, I started, really looking at this and talking to other people about it, and it's just been amazing. I don't crave no longer. I don't crave the sugary foods, the salty foods, the chips, and the pop. I drink very little pop. Used to drink a ton of pop every day. Um, Unbelievable some of the side effects. Like I even had a bad nail fungus. Sorry to have to say that, but that's literally going away. And I battled that for 2 years with prescription medications. Um, and that's now healing itself as well. Never did I believe that the gut health could do what it's doing for me, but it's amazing. I can't say enough about it. I want to thank my brother for showing me this, obviously, and I want to thank Coach Mike and the team. You guys are an inspiration. The stories are an inspiration, and it's you guys that keep me going. It's the Plexus that keeps me going, and I just can't say enough about it. Very, very happy to be part of the team. Very proud to be part of the team.
Garth, that's unbelievable. I mean, I totally resonate the gout. 1 month in the hospital. I'm sure there's times I should have been in the hospital trying to put on hockey skates and going out skating 13, 14 hours a day, popping T3s, popping liquid Advil just to take the edge off, just to get out there. So thank you for sharing. Inspiration beyond. And you know what? What's great about this group of guys, this group of men, primarily in Western Canada, and females too, what I love about this group here, we're a big bunch of old teddy bears. That's what we are. We were big guys, big girth. And you know what? We found each other, and what we've done is we're sharing our hearts, and truly, hashtag bromance. We're bringing a lot of guys together with us, and we're sharing from our heart. We're getting a lot of people healthy. So thank you for sharing that. I'm going to talk a little bit about our Plexus company here quickly. Plexus was founded in 2008. Our vision was to build hope, health, happiness, so everyone can be healthier. We're open now in 5 countries: USA, Canada, Mexico, Australia, and New Zealand. And we opened in Canada in 2018 with both warehouses in Calgary and Ontario. Okay. Our products are focused on gut health, nutrition, weight management, along with body and brain energy. And they are the most amazing plant-based natural supplements in the world. And we are blessed to be part of this company. Doreen, let's go into the second intermission. Let's rev things up with a good old hockey game. Here we go.
Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period.
All right, Coach Mike, second period.
Great job, Dee. We're going to be heading back. Now, this is unbelievable. For a lot of us, Corner Gas was part of our life. The Corner Gas sitcom, and Brett Butt and the whole 9 yards. We used to do a few little runs out the Rollo. It was 10 minutes away from the school we went to. And this next gentleman, Todd Copeland, is from Rollo, Saskatchewan, where Corner Gas was filmed. And Todd Copeland, as well as, my sister Marcia Sear. There's a lot of people on our team that are from that whole region there. Todd Copeland, come on, welcome to the locker room and share your Plexus health journey, buddy.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Todd.
All right. So growing up, I was always a very active kid. I was the athletic kid in our group of friends, and I always did very well in all running and jumping events. Played all sports throughout my teen years. But at the age of 16, I started suffering from back spasms. And they would happen for no reason at all. It just spasm and I go down and pick myself up and carry on. And continued on the next year. And I was 17. I could no longer play a lot of the sports, especially basketball, the running and the jumping. It was so much pain, I just couldn't do it. And that continued on through my high school. When I graduated high school, I actually developed depression also about the same time as my back was acting up, and the two kind of went hand in hand. As the back pain got worse, so did my depression, and it fluctuated up and down. When I graduated high school, I weighed 165 pounds. My first job after graduation was working in a packing plant in Moose Jaw, where I loaded beef quarters onto semi-trailers. Every day I walked about 5 miles, with half that distance carrying about average 175 pounds on my shoulders. I gained 20 pounds in the first 2 months working there, mostly muscle, I imagine. I was pretty scrawny up top. But I also found out that my back was going to be a serious issue. And finally, at the age of 21, I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, which is a form of arthritis in my lower back. So I was able to bid into a different position there, but after 5 years working at the packing plant, the union went on strike, and I handed in my resignation to start a new path in life. And I enrolled in a program at SciAS Palliser campus in Moose Jaw. So with the support of my wife and family, and I had 2 little ones at the time, I was able to graduate from electronic engineering technology. I gained employment at SaskTel, where I'm currently working today. And I was 200 pounds at that time. And I had lots of up and downs with my arthritis. Mostly affected me during the changing seasons in the spring and the fall. The weather fluctuations really threw me for a loop. Every spring, every fall, I'd be on the couch for weeks at a time, living off Robax and leave. And this continued for most of my adult life, right up until a few months ago. The pain, the arthritis eventually spread from my back, or from my lower back up my spine into my shoulders and my knees. And I was actually starting to walk with a limp. The pain in my knees was so bad. So anyways, my largest weight gain occurred after the birth of my third daughter when I was age 33. I quit smoking at that time, and the weight gain was immediate, and I was never able to lose it. I jumped from about 200 pounds to 240, and then settled back in about 230 pounds. And from that point on, over the next 22 years, my weight has crept up until the day I hit 261 pounds. I was moving in the wrong direction and decided to take a stand. Both of my brother-in-laws were seeing great results on Plexus, so I vowed to give it an honest try. So I've been on Plexus now for 12 weeks, and I've lost 35 pounds. As of today, I've lost 35 pounds. The aching in my shoulders and my knees has disappeared. I was at the point that I was medicating with alcohol most nights to take the edge off the pain. For the first time in 30 years, I have not been affected by the weather swings that caused my arthritis to flare up. In fact, I didn't even notice hardly anything this spring. And normally I'd be on the couch for a month living off drugs. I've been mostly pain-free and drug-free since I started this product. It's helped with my depression, and I feel more upbeat and have more energy. My cravings are totally gone. My daily sinus headaches are gone, and my allergies seem to be a lot better. My blood pressure has gone from readings of 138 over 88 to presently I'm getting readings 117 over 78. And I sleep a lot better at night. I've started riding my bike, and I hope to get into some low impact exercise soon, something I haven't done since my teenage years. The product has helped me out immensely and has given me a new outlook on life. And I want to thank Andre and Mark for getting me off the fence and getting me involved with this product. I'd also like to thank my wife Sheila for sticking with me for 35 years through all the ups and downs. Back to you, Mike.
That's awesome, Todd. Thank you. I mean, so authentic. And I mean, that's what's great about here. I mean, you're pouring, your life into everything here. And you know what? It's unreal because when we post this on our YouTube, and all of our recordings here can be found on our YouTube. So you go to YouTube, the Locker Room Plexus Worldwide, and the comments, the positive feedback we get from people that are watching our videos from all over the world, our replays, it's unbelievable. So Todd, I mean, we can all resonate with that. Every single thing you talked about there, especially living on the prairies up in Canada. I mean, that arthritis and the cold winters and everything, and, doing the little things that take the edge off. We don't have to do that anymore, and I mean, it's kind of crazy, but 9 months ago, if you'd have told me that there was plant-based natural supplements that could do this and have this much impact on everybody, there's over 1,000 of us now in Western Canada and United States that are on this team. And it's amazing. These stories, they don't get old. They don't get old whatsoever. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So thank you for sharing. We're going to go in a little DJ Doreen. DJ D is going to spice things up here. My Plexus mom was giving me the gears that she wanted to hear some country music. So we've got some swag that we're going to be hanging out here with a little bit of dance. So everybody, let's get up and get the dancing boots on. Here we go, D.
Absolutely. And I just got to say, let's dance it up for Todd and Garth because they deserve this.
Right on. Here we go.
Out in the country past the city limit sign where there's a honky tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. It's where all the cowboy folk go to boogie.
That's good, D. Good job.
All right.
That's awesome. We're going to be heading across Canada to the East Coast now. I've become really, really good friends with this next woman, and she inspires me all the time. She played hockey. She's a golfer, the whole 9 yards, and so she vibes with our team amazingly. And she's had some setbacks, and she's battled her. She's resilient. And when I reached out to her, I was honored. She said yes.
So
Kyle,
at that, Mike, can I just go fishing and pull you back a little bit and have Coach Brian talk about the Renew You Essentials and then leave everybody hanging for who's to come and speak? Because I think that'd be so awesome.
Brian. We did. Go ahead, Brian. Talk about the program that all the guys, like 90% of the guys in our team, females, generally 15 to 18 pounds a month, usually a couple dress sizes. The guys, well, Brian, you start off. How many pounds did you lose your first month? And then you talk about this program. Go ahead, buddy.
Sounds good. I'm getting too skinny over here. You guys don't recognize me anymore. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days when I started the Renew You Essentials program. Like lightning, it just took off. And so it hooked me after 2 days. So to get into it, really, the Renew You Essentials, and with the spring sale right now, I think it's $245, something like that. It's a smoking deal. And the shakes are great. So I'm going to get into it. So basically in the morning, you get up, you have your pink drink, which is called Slim. And that's a good way to complement a healthy lifestyle. It incorporates a calorie reduced diet and regular physical activity for individuals involved in weight management program. Contains green coffee bean extract, helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, helps support cardiovascular health, provides antioxidants in the maintenance of good health, provides support for healthy glucose metabolism, and helps to metabolize carbohydrates and fats. So it contains the chromium to do that. And it's delicious, tastes great. Next is the Metabone Pill. It helps temporarily increase your basal metabolic rate, helps temporarily enhance physical energy, as well as promote mental alertness, and it increases thermogenesis and temporarily relieves symptoms of stress, provides antioxidants as well. and supports cognitive performance and temporary enhanced cognitive function. That's the Metabone Pill. Then we get into the shakes. So the lean whey, you can get it in vanilla or chocolate. They're both delicious. I finally just had vanilla a couple weeks ago. It's great. I love it. But lean whey supports and promotes weight loss. It has protein and fiber to help you feel satisfied, helps support and maintain lean muscle, supports digestive health and fiber and digestive enzymes. It's enriched with 23 vitamins and minerals, and it tastes great, and it really helps support a healthy immune system. And then the active drink, and this drink is great. It changed my life. It's like the soda pop of Plexus, but there's no sugar. It's great. So the active drink, I mix it with about 1 liter, sometimes 1.5 liters, depending on how many holes I have to dig at the golf course, usually 2 liters sometimes. So it helps temporarily enhance cognitive performance, helps your energy production. It's a multivitamin supplement, helps reduce, tiredness and fatigue. It helps support your immune function and helps in energy metabolism and tissue formation, and helps metabolism in the body as well. And that's the active drink, and it's delicious. And then there's the ProBio CA. It's a source of probiotics, helps support intestinal, gastrointestinal health, could promote favorable gut flora, and helps relieve abdominal pain associated with irritable bowel syndrome, digestive enzymes, and helps digest proteins, and it's a source of antioxidants as well. You can get that in hunger control or microbiome activating. Oh, sorry, that was slim. Never mind that last part. The BioCleanse, last but not least, the BioCleanse. It helps relieve irregularity, helps to relieve occasional constipation, helps to increase water in the intestine, thereby promoting bowel movements, and it has magnesium hydroxide, which we all need very much. And that's tonight's first star, the Renew You Essentials program, on sale right now, $245, cheap.
That's actually a great price. It's unbelievable. And that a lot of us are truck guys, and the way that I describe, Plexus in this program here, it's like dropping a brand new motor into an old truck and giving it an overhaul with a nice gentle oil change every day, so that the truck can run at 110% always. And I mean, you're seeing it right across the board here. I mean, all these guys, it's story after story, and they're absolutely radiant and they're glowing. Okay. It's absolutely amazing. Now, Doreen, let's head over to this little bit of ballroom bliss before we introduce Jen. I'm so excited she's here. I just jumped a few people. Go ahead, Dee.
All right, here we go. All right, there you go, Coach Mike.
Okay, so we're going to head all the way to St. John's, New Brunswick, to our Plexus sister, Janet Kyle. Can you share your amazing story? Go ahead, Janet.
Hello. Hi. I did remember to unmute even. Okay, so coming to you live from St. John Regional Hospital, actually. I was introduced to Plexus in November 2014 by Krista Howland at the cancer support group that I facilitate. Energy was my hook. Krista contacted me in January, but I now had a car payment, so budget was too tight. She offered the solution of building a business to cover the costs of my car payment. I did not have the energy to even consider sharing. In February 2015, I was getting talked home so I wouldn't fall asleep on the half-hour drive. I called her one night about 9 o'clock when I woke up after my after-work nap before I went to sleep for about 10 hours to wake up tired. Every day I was like a car going on a road trip with a quarter tank of gas. I looked and felt great for that 8-hour window, but once I ran out of gas, I was done. Well, that night I had enough. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had chronic fatigue, as in 24 months, I had 3 very long surgeries, chemo, and radiation for breast cancer. In December 2014, at my yearly checkup, I asked about my low energy. The surgeon said your body will try to rid itself of all the toxins we've given you but your organs will become saturated, so you are left with the excess. Being under anesthesia for so long, some of that stays in your body, and at about 18 months, you will be the best you will ever be. I had about 4 months to go. So I made the call to place an order for the triplex, which was the only combo at the time. I committed to 90 days. I did not have the money, but I knew I had to do something. And I just kept thinking, what if? I was over 60 days when I noticed something. I was functioning on 2 medium ice caps most days. Krista had said I might find I won't need them, and she was right. One Saturday, it tasted awful, and I ended up throwing it out. Now, consider what I was paying for those every day. I rarely got just an ice cap, so I figured between $170 to $185 minimum per month. This was not ever calculated when I did my budget, but I always managed to get them. I use that money now for my supplements. So the bonus was I not only got my energy, but my chronic pain in my arm, shoulder, and neck is gone, along with 35 pounds. So unfortunately, yes, I am sitting in a hospital bed because I've got cancer again, and I'm going through treatment for multiple myeloma. I'm in the hospital now for phase 3. I have had 16 weekly treatments of chemo. And then a week and a half ago, I had 2 days of another chemo with 10 days of injections that I finished today. That was phase 2. Phase 3 is they're going to take my stem cells tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So here's the thing. All the products I take were approved by the oncology pharmacists. As a result, I have very little side effects. Since week 7 of my weekly treatments, I've been questioned because as you progress, you tend to get worse. Do I have nausea, vomiting, etc.? One of the nurses even questioned if I'd taken my steroid, which was necessary for other side effects, but does cause nausea and vomiting. I advised her yes, but that I hadn't filled the 2 anti-nausea prescriptions because I don't need them. So no nausea, no weight gain, no hair thinning. I am going to be much better prepared for my stem cell transplant due to our products. I did have the opportunity through all this to speak to 5 oncologists about supplements. All of them said they were fine with them, but they leave it to the pharmacist to know whether they interfere. So I will have to stop. I have to stop everything I'm taking for phase 4, but that's because I'm going to be like a newborn baby. And everything has to be introduced gradually. So I hope that this will help someone on this call or someone you know. I am available to help you if you have any questions. I did want to add one thing. Everybody's on this and everybody's losing weight, and it's wonderful because sadly, most of our population is overweight. I have a couple of people that are doing it to gain weight. So it's all about getting healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, you know what? I agree, guys. Big clap for Janet. Thank you. Thank you for that amazing story. And I'm going to make sure, because there's a lot of people, Janet, that have reached out to me and are inspired by you. And I'm going to make sure that they get to see this replay again. So thank you, and thank you for we talked about this and coming from the hospital, and love you. Coach Mike loves you. Thank you. Can't wait to meet you, and we can go golfing together. Okay, we're going to head all the way back across the country. We're going back to a gentleman. Murray Penny is from Regina, Saskatchewan. He's also an ambassador. He's one of the leaders on this team. He's got an amazing, amazing story, not just of weight, but he had a skin condition as well that he's going to share with us. Murray Penny, go ahead, buddy.
Good evening. I started on the Renew You Essentials in November 2020. I'm 61 years old, and a lot of my friends never made it 62. I was wanting to lose weight and have successfully lost 55 pounds in 6 months. I have 10 to go. An unexplained and welcome side effect was getting rid of an uncomfortable skin condition that I was on medication, including steroids for. A condition that haunted me for 18 months virtually disappeared after 2 days on Plexus products. I began sleeping better than I ever in my adult life. And a more recent side effect that I had suspected for a few weeks now was no carpal tunnel issues. I've had problems for 15 years. I've avoided surgery by implementing vitamin D, chiropractic treatments, and specific exercises. Over the past few weeks, the weather cooperated enough that I was able to finally do a lot of raking and yard work. That has historically been a painful job, no issues. I think I can thank the pink drink for that. That's my story. Thanks very much.
Murray. Thank you, Murray. That's awesome. Thank you for jumping in tonight. We had Rod Peterson, our sports announcer from Western Canada. He had to do a late cancellation because he had another engagement come up. And Murray, thank you for stepping up. You've always been an amazing teammate. Coach Brian, can you talk about the 3 ways to enjoy the benefits of Plexus?
Okay, before I do that, I shout out to everybody that spoke tonight. Thanks for coming on. Copes, I feel you, man, hitting the bottle to go to bed. That was me for years, brother. So I'm so glad you changed it around. Fills my heart. Janet, love you. I mean, I've never thought of my mom. So all my blessings are to you, and I can't wait to hit the links with you someday, and we'll coach Mike out of golf. And a shout out to Devin, locked up in quarantine in Toronto. Enjoy that, buddy. Okay, so 3 ways to enjoy Plexus. You're loaded and you got a lot of money and it's falling out of your pocket, go online and buy it and pay full retail. Easy. Become a preferred customer, save 10% on every order you get delivered. Or third, do what we all do, become an ambassador. You get to enjoy wholesale pricing all year. We offer you the best discount at the beginning. And right now, with this spring program, savings program, I mean, I've never seen it cheap. It's a good way to get in. And the bonus at the beginning is how much money you'll save off the hop on your new health and wellness journey. You can also learn to receive your products, and that's right, I said free. It's called the Plexus Friendship Bonus. So if you share it with 3 of your friends or family, people you love and about, and they see you and the results that you get, and you share it with them in your first 30 days, you know, Plexus will reward you for that as well. And for many people looking to start a business, this could be a plan B or C from home, or it could be somebody's plan A. But the beautiful thing about Plexus, and really it's one of the reasons why I jumped in, was a 60-day money back guarantee. And that was offered. It's still offered. I've never heard of a supplement company doing that before. Yeah, try my product for 60 days. If you don't like it, and then work, send it back. Never heard that. So that are the 3 ways to enjoy Plexus.
Thank you, Brian. It was awesome. Guys, thank you for your time tonight. And remember, the choice is yours. Please get back to the ambassador who invited you for more information. Share your health goals, and they'll give you some options to reach the finish line and feel just like all of us. Okay, I asked the question at the start. Is this going to be your day 1? Or is this going to be just another one day? This blessing came into all of our lives. It came into each individual's lives here. Why? To elevate others. Okay, to elevate others and to share. Let's share your voice. Let's share these products, everybody. They're absolutely amazing. Everybody, you know what time it is right now? I can't find my Slim Daisy, but it's the Paws of Hope. Slim Daisy hit on me. So I've got the makeshift Slim Daisy right here. My two Dobermans here, Cobble and Coda to the left here, they're both 11 years old, and our family lost both of these dogs last year. They were my accountability partners, and every morning they would grab their leashes, come put the leash at my feet, and they go, Dad, let's go. And so we created the Paws of Hope handshake for our community here. So if you've got your dog, your cat, your hamster, your gerbil, your husband, whatever it is, let's get everybody up and let's have a little Paws of Hope handshake together here. On behalf of our team, I want to thank you all for attending our Game 12 of the Plexus Locker Room. I'm Donald Frank Peter Listell's little boy, and I'm proud to be a Plexus Emerald Ambassador. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week. 1 hour later, I'm Coach Mike, coming to you live from Plexus, Arizona. Love you all. Cheers, Plexus style. Great job, team. Have a great week. Awesome. Tunes, Doreen. Music.
I have music. Just give me a second. Here we go.
Great job, Dave. Good job, Janet.
Quarantine, Toronto quarantine.
There's Deb, quarantine.
Toronto quarantine.
They might keep you there, Deb. They might keep you there.